Hi racing fan, welcome back to the channel. Too close to call for this weekend racing bonanza. 10 race on Saturday and 11 on Sunday. On Saturday program, two trophy races, the Good Prospect, the 7th race and the 9th race, the Henry George Harrison Senior Memorial. Um, so, without further ado, let's get started. The first race, 4 furlong straight. Fabio went up to McGregor, 200,000 only. Nature Break 60 went up, no winners of 2, Division 1. And Nature Break Fabio maiden. Top 4 selection here: 1, Excuse Me Goodbye. 2, Sudden Flight. 4, Blade. And 8, Undecided. Now, Excuse Me Goodbye. The last two races was not encouraging. It was 8 by 15 lengths and 6 by 13 lengths. No threat. Um, Last race was over 3.5 furlong with Wesley Henry. Now we're turning with a new apprentice just having his first mount, Ron Coley. Um, Interested prospect here, draw 1, which is not too good a draw for the straight, but they won't be start. They'll probably start in the tree path from the rail. So expecting a good run from Excuse Me Goodbye. Could be Ruan Cowley first ride, first win, but let's see. Number 2, Sudden Flight. Return here from a 36-day respite. With the visor off, blinkers on. Claim on the last occasion, no trained by Sasquin Roman, was previously trained by Fennell. Ryan Lewis replacing Anthony Allen, who ride him on the last two occasions. Last race was May 23rd, 5 furlong straight was 6 by 12 lengths. Before that, 4 furlong straight was 6 by 6 lengths. So, but now returning with visor off, blinkers on. I'm expecting Sudden Flight, with a 5 star specialist to run out the win. Is my idea of the winner here. Number 4, is it number? I feel Blade. Which is number 6. Sorry, should be number 6. Blade. Richard Shakes replacing Dane McKenzie. Coming from a slight split, 50 days, which was last race May 3rd, and was Parliament onto the furlong port. Was second by 2.5 lengths at the furlong port, but ended up being 6 by 15 lengths, tired badly in the final furlong. So I'm expecting with Rodriquez shakes in the side, expecting another good run from Blade. 8 undecided. Um, didn't win a lick on the last occasion. Was 7 by 33 lengths over the 5 straight. This was a bunch of nobodies. It's like put all of them in a hat and pick one, and then the one you choose, could be the winner. But I'm expecting Southern Flight to win this race. It's a bit more accomplished of all the runners, and so So I'm trusting my selection, but I love Excuse Me Goodbye with Ron Cole in the saddle. Morning line 5-1, and could create an upset, but still I'm going to Southern Flat, being the more accomplished of all the runners. Second race, 5.5 furlong, 6 starters. Top choices here are 1, King's Crown, 4, Pineapple, 5, Miss Cherry, and 6, Smart Trick. Now, King's Crown was third by 12 lengths, going 6 furlong last occasion. Now, going a half a furlong shorter. He actually tired in the last furlong. British Roman retained the mount to Richie Todd and Black Brothers. Um, his last win was a 6 furlong with Reddish Roman on April 26th, by 6.5 lengths on that occasion, beating Tiffany Blue on undisclosed location. So King Crown should be there and thereabout. 4, Pineapple, Dimas, Sugar Williams in the saddle for Patrick Lynch. Um, didn't do a thing on the last occasion, going 9 furlong, was basically really kind of out of his depth on that occasion. Um, okay, it was 6 by 26 lengths. Before that was a winner with a 5 straight by 3 lengths, beating Fearless Attack. So this American well bred by Palace Malice and by Ezekiel Dentra, I think that's how you pronounce it, by Yanagusta. Um, expecting a good run from Pineapple here. Miss Cherry was fifth by 2.5 lengths to Prince Aman, going 6 furlong. Was up in the pace for majority of the journey. Now she's a half sister to Rainsville, and I forgot what their last name, but he won the Guineas and the 2000 Guineas. Um, so I'm still is well bred, and his last win was January 11 by 2.5 lengths with Ismael Velasquez in the saddle. Um, it was some fun. Ran a really good race on that occasion, and I'm expecting another good run from this well-bred filly. Um, Number 6, Smart Trick, my idea of the winner. Um, although didn't run a good race on the last occasion because it was 6 for it was 7 by 18 lengths to Main Minister and Justin Big Time and King's Crown. So King Crown had a beaten on that occasion, but now with the change of rider with Wesley Henry in the saddle, I'm expecting Smart Trick to run out a winner here. Third race, 7.5 furlong, 8 starters, 3 ultimate claimants, 5 year and 500,000 to 400,000, 60 year and up, non-winners of 3. Top 4 selection here are 2, Regal and Royal, change that to 2, 3, Maya, 4 high diplomacy, and 7 secret mission. Now, Royal and Riga returning last race was September 24. On that occasion, he was going 7 furlong. He was third by 4.5 lengths. Um, Now, this was, I think we're in the sixth start and for Oral Aiden. Um, he's returning at the odds at 72, which is very interesting. Um, so I'm looking forward to a good run from Regan and Royal. So it's, don't leave him out of your exactor. 3 Maya, winning last occasion with Roddy Schumann in the saddle. Um, was claimed out of that race by Norman Smith. Um, Trainer Carver Richie Shakes, claiming 3 kilo, but up in class, so he should be there or thereabout. 4 High Diplomacy, remain guard in the saddle for Nicholas Smith, claimed on the last occasion. Um, he was third by a length and a quarter with Dane Dawkins in the saddle, and should run a good race here. Now 7, who is my idea of the winner. Um, Secret Mission didn't run a lick, going 8 furlong on the last occasion. Was 6 by 22 lengths to Uncle Pike and Successful Man, and Amaya was a no factor. Was expecting to do anything anyways, because it was just lost his maiden and went up in class. Um, she released her maiden by went 6.5 furlong and was winner by 3.5 lengths. So not really beating anything. Valley of Love and Boozy Girl. Um, Emilio McLean retained the return got a return ride on this guy. He was a winner when he lost his medical service ticket. So I'm expecting Secret Mission to create an upset, and she's my idea of the winner and the first of my 3 outsider for Saturday. Fourth race, 4 furlong straight, 5-year-old and up. Ultimate claiming 200,000. Nancy Bell 6-year-old and up. Numbers of 2, Division 2. Top 4 selection here are 5, Queen Zan, 6, Silver Fox, 9, Blinding Light, and 10, Lady Katagora. Now 5, Queen Zan, Radish Roman in the saddle, the morning line favorite, claim on the last occasion. On that occasion was 10th by 11 lengths to Phenomenal One, and the Gifted One, Phenometer, tied a furlong out. But was Experiment was 4 furlong. Napier was in the saddle, but now the trainer called for Radish Roman. And soon adds one line adds a 95, so they're coming to win this race. 6, Silver Fox, struggling in the saddle. Was a win on last occasion. Win 4 furlong by a neck over Millennium Star and JJ the Striker. Um, did make one move and led from start to finish, and so I'm expecting to be her to be up there also, and also on another good race. Um, interesting also in this race is Blinding Light, Rotaj Rotajamere Wear, said that 10 times straight. Um, but second last occasion, and our last 5 starts, she was in the frame, 2 seconds and 2 thirds. Um, last occasion was going 6 furlong. This is the last time he run, so it wasn't shortest. The last time he run at the distance was April 6th. We was third by 13 lengths to the at dancer. We won by 8 1/4 lengths. So, this blinding light should run another good race. But my idea of the winner and the second of my outsider for the day is Lady Tad Katagara. When 4 furlong last occasion was fourth by 14 lengths to out of class the at dancer, so they wasn't really coming to try on that occasion. Ford Francis was in the saddle. Um, Still a maiden, so Sean Richards is in the saddle for Ron Matty. I'm kind of loving this horse very much. Um, been an exercise, can't 9 furlong. She had a 3 furlong run at 37 2 breezing. Her last record, June 23rd, 5 furlong straight, 112 flat. So I think this may gonna create an upset on Saturday, and I'm taking her to win this race. Fifth race, 5 furlong straight, 10 starters. Cheval and up, claiming 1.2 to 1.5 mil. Top four selection here: one press conference, three Millers, five Ridgeliner, and 10 sensational move. One press conference on the last occasion was fifth by 4 lengths, one pace. Um, I've done nothing for the past 3 or 4 outs, and the closest she have been was going on the 5 straight over the distance here and was fifth by 4.5 lengths. All the other races, um, she he was out of it. So I'm expecting an improved performance here. Um, three Millas was claimed by Michael Caine on the last occasion when he was second by 3/4 lengths to James. That was on June 7th. Um, Return to the same class, so I'm expecting a bigger run from Milos here, and could be the danger of my selected banker. Five Ridgeliner, some of us specialists over the straight. His last 10 race was all over the straight. So since he struggled with foot issues, so can't go around the bend. So I'm expecting Ridgeliner, who didn't run a bad race in the musical match on last occasion, was 8 by 8 and a quarter lengths to Chocomo. So she was going against some good horses here. So coming back to, I would say, her peers down in class, Midliner is expecting to run a big race also too. But my idea of the winner, which is the first of my three bankers, the sensational move, the sensational slam money move, 5-year-old chestnut, was a winning last occasion by 4 3/4 lengths, going 5.5 furlong, beating Milas and Sugar Daddy. Um, so sensational move is expecting to win this race and probably run out a easy winner. Sixth race, 6.5 furlong, 14 starters, mini condition race, native bred 3-year-old. My top selection here are 2 Duchess, 7 Ruin Kitty, 8 She's My Dream, and 14 Mini Yoda. Duchess has been knocking at the door on her best race and last occasion to win 5.5 furlong to Woman in Love. Now going to extra furlong here, more within the mount. So this casual trick, curling, Macbeth, Offspring. I don't think curling Macbeth had race, but she's in the breeding shed and she's by curling, so 6.5 shouldn't be a issue for this Duchess. And with Anthony Nunes stable in form, Omar kind of in a little form right now. I'm expecting Duchess to win this race. 7, Roaring Kitty, Ian Passard, Discadrotic, Salty Talk, Offspring by Midshipman, was trained by Bob Buffett. Return here, cheek pieces on. Um, She was fourth by 13 lengths to Bob the Builder, who after this race ran a blink of a race in the Guinness, and he was my selection in the Guinness. So for that farm, this Roaring Kitty should be a very dangerous horse here, and could even turn out the winner. 8, She's My Dream, The Seeking My Dreams Offspring, Sea of Galilee by Deputy Report. Running in LASIK for the first time, she was 4 by 11 lengths behind Woman in Love and Duchess after breaking slow. So there's a scope for improvement here. And Seeking My Dream, haven't Ashwin haven't won a race yet, but she's getting close. And I'm expecting a big run from this. She's My Dream. 14 Mini Olia, Robert Holiday, Jason Acosta. Second and last occasion, going 7.5 furlong to No Apology. Um, Before that was fourth by 8 lengths to Queen Latifah, was a no factor in that race. At the furlong pole, he was fifth by 13 lengths. So, it was plugging on. And I don't know if this 16.5 is what the doctor ordered. Her last few distance was 7.5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5.5, 8, and 5.5 again. So the 6.5 could be not too taxing and for this is what doctor order. So but I'm going with Duchess. I'm gonna jump a walk and the seven to win this race. Seventh race, good good prospect, good prospect, they'll be winner. Trained by Win Costa. The restricted allowance, two nature bet Chio and then winner of two fillies. Top four selection here are one cost of living, five enthusiasm, seven woman in love, and eight Khaleesi. Um, cost of living released maiden on April 12th by 7 lengths over going 8 furlong. So consider she was 7 by 8, 7 by 18, and 8 by 17 lengths in the Guinness. So coming back, coming back here, should should run a good race without winning. Now five enthusiasm. This War Spring noon by Unities by Gentlemen was did nothing in the Guinness. Um, maybe she just don't can manage the distance right now. Which Wawa wasn't really um, one at a distance. I think the furthest Wawa one was a mile, which was the Guinness. So maybe he taking off his sire. But I'm expecting enthusiasm to return here from the Guinness in good nick and give Omar Walker his second winner for the day. Seven, Woman in Love releases Mayself ticket on the last occasion in 5.5 furlong by 3 lengths beating Duchess. Um, Made all on that occasion. Make her debut going 5.5 furlong was fought by 8.5 lengths Ansel and Lindquist. So that's good company there. Second outing was when 6 furlong was third by 8 lengths to Queen Latifah and altogether tired eventually. Um, so maybe 6.5 gonna be a little bit too taxing right now for woman in love. Um, she worked 6 furlong in 116 flat breezing. Was the second of seven who train over the distance. So and then June 1st, going 5 furlong was 5 furlong 101 2 breezing. So woman in love is in good nick and could be there and thereabout. 8 Khaleesi um, did nothing in the Guinness. It was 10th by 23 lengths. And the Portmore was 5th by 5.5 lengths. And released her maiden on April 6th. The Shane Ellison in the saddle won by 5.5 lengths, beating Costa Living and Queen Latifah. So not really much to think about. So, but enthusiasm is the second of my three bankers there, and to give Omar Walker a second win on the card. Eight race, 5.5 furlong, 11 starters, restricted allowance 3, Nature bet 5 year and up, now wins of 4, and imported 5 year and up, now wins of 3. Top 4 selection here are 4, Win Princess, 5, Man Islam, 8, Loyal Action, and 9, Here Comes Doc. Now, when Princess, on a blink of a race on last occasion, when she was second by 3.25 lengths to Natural Dancer, who was returning into form. Now, this when Princess had a lot of chances there. 46 start, 3 wins, 4 second and 8 third. So, seems to be bringing back check on each run. Um, Radisson retained the mount for the third time for Gary Griffiths, and you really, really don't see this combination a lot. So I'm expecting, I think Griffiths have another horse in the race. I think Win Princess should run out a winner here. 5 Man Islam figure weight off was 6 by 13 lengths. Before that was 6 by 7 lengths. Um, so, probably will be there and thereabout again. With the figure it off, may see a big improvement. 8, Loyal Action, um, second by 3/4 length to Cosmic Force on June 8. Um, should be in the pace and may end up being the winner, but I don't think he's gonna win this race. Um, 9, Here come Ducks was my outsider selection on June 15, but was fourth by 11 lengths to Natural Dancer and Win Princess. So Win Princess have beaten a few of these on occasion, so I'm expecting Win Princess to win, but Here Come Doc could run a surprising good race. As I say, it was my outsider on June 15. Was 91 that occasion. Now she's a 72 morning line odds. So I'm expecting a good run from Here Come Ducks. Ryan Lewis retained the mount, so Queen Princess and Here Come Ducks should be fighting on the finish and both still stable companions. So the stable companion could be fighting out this 8 race, but I'm picking Queen Princess to get the better of Here Come Ducks and Man Slam and Loyal Action. Ninth race, the Henry George Harrison Senior Memorial Trophy, 6.5 furlong, 11 starters, restricted allowance 5, nature bred 5 year and up, nominated of 2, and important 4 year and up, maiden. Top 4 selection here are 1, Cherry Blossom, 6, Military Light, 7, Successful Man, and 11, Never. Now, Cherry Blossom, with struggles in the saddle, was second on the last occasion to Design Diva after releasing maiden taking the race before going 5 furlongs straight with Ricochets. Now going 6.5 furlong. This will be 7 start. On this race, no further than 5 furlong, He ran around the bend on October 21st, 2024, went 5 furlongs. Something must have went wrong here because she was ended up being 10th by 49 lengths. Um, he was 5th by 11 lengths at the furlong pole. So he literally stopped. So, um, but I think she's gonna create an upset in this race here. And 6 morning line favorite. Um, she's the third of my three outsider, and I'm expecting Cherry Blossom to create an upset. But Northern Giant to Just Whisper, Maria's mom, Cherry Blossom to win the ninth race. Sixth, Military Light, um, Gary Griffith. Gary Griffith could may have a good day on Saturday. Merton was second on the last occasion by 4.5 lengths to Linstead Market. After breaking slow and then making mild headway. Before that was third by 5.25 lengths. Before that was second by a length and 3/4. So he's been there and thereabout, and so Gary Griffith's table maybe coming to take a double on the Cunella. Um, Number seven, Successful Man. Second last occasion, um, to Uncle Pack. Not too much to write him about. Um, Before that, when 9 and 25 year was 6 by 29 lengths, a hit and run. Before that was a winner, when 7 furlong by 3 and 3/4 lengths. So, if you win the saddle, Successful Man shouldn't leave off your exacta tickets, a trifecta ticket. Um, 11, Never. Um, I ran three good. The last three races was very good. Two second and a third. Um, Anthony Allen retained the mount for Vibrate Marler, expecting Never to go close here. And my chance to win it though is Cherry Blossom and it over Never, Military Light, and Successful Man. The 10th and final, 5.5 furlong, 14 starters, restricted allowance 5, integrate 5 year and up, non of 2, and imported 5 year and up, maiden. Now, top 5, step 4 selection here 1, Xylophone Steel, 2, Money Box, 6, Splissins Can, and 13, Tequila Mockingbird. Now, Xylophone Steel, Amon Walker could maybe looking for a triple here, but for the day. Um, Usually is in front and stop at some point. Um, 5.5 furlong, maybe be a bit, kind of a bit too short. Um, but last race was April 26, so I think he was put down to rest and come back here, maybe supercharged now and expect a big run from Telephone Steel. 2 on the box, second and last occasion. to the real deal um, by 8 lengths. Gave way, was the leader and gave way in the final furlong. Um, took the blinkers off, put the tongue tie on, improved performance from Moneybox is expected. 6, Spitz Khan. Um, fourth by 4.5 lengths on the last occasion. Now with Turnier, visor off, figure 8 off, and we Carton retain the mount. Duck Force Pattinson to run a huge rage on this occasion. Not doing too much as exercise, 3 furlong and 41, bruising 16 of 16. Nothing to write home about, but with the equipment change, maybe they'll put some type of improvement in here. Now, my idea of the winner, I've been buying this horse every time he ran, is To Kill a Mockingbird. Her last good race was way back when she was second. I think I probably about 30 to 1. I remember Samantha Fletcher winner. I got the Quinella on that occasion. Samantha Fletcher win the race and Gale on second. So it was the first time that these two female jockeys, when 1-2, maybe the first time I came on a spark. And so I'm going here with just probably because of I always bet on To Kill a Mockingbird, and I want to make sure that when she wins, I know that I had picked her. So that's the only reason why I'm going To Kill a Mockingbird over Moneybox and interested in this Splits and Can and then Xylophone Steel. So that's his post for Saturday 28th of June. Um, so please subscribe, like, share, and as the always say, tell a friend to tell a friend. So until next race day, which is Sunday 29th, I return with that selection. So happy hunting.